Hi lovelies, it's Tia here, and today we're going to be talking about the stages of labor and how a doula can best assist you in each stage, what you can expect, what to look forward to, and how you can prepare. Let's get started. To begin, birth or labor has technically 4 stages, and in each stage there are a certain amount of phases. Stage 1 has 3 phases. The first phase is going to be early or latent labor. During this stage, you're going to have more mild contractions, the most mild contractions that you're going to have, and your body is now starting to prep for the next phases and stages of labor. This is stage 1. Phase 1 is early latent labor. Phase 2 in stage 1 is going to be active labor. So during this time frame, you're going to have more intense contractions and they're going to be coming more frequently. And then after active labor, you go into the third phase of stage 1, which is going to be transitional labor. Phase 3 is transitional labor. This is the one that you're going to feel the most because baby has now moved down into the birth canal and is putting pressure on your cervix, and we're going to be looking for and noticing cervical dilation and effacement. Effacement is going to be the thinning of that layer between the baby and the outside world, and dilation is going to be the opening of your cervix so that the baby can come out. This is going to be transitional labor. This is really when your body is preparing and opening for delivery and labor. That is stage 1 of labor. Stage 2, as you see here, is actually when baby is born. You have first the presentation of the head, and then rotation, and then delivery of the anterior shoulder. You're going to get the head, the shoulder that's probably right under the head, a little rotation, and then your body has this natural expulsion response that's going to push the rest of the baby out. The anterior shoulder, and then you'll get the posterior and everything else. And after baby is born, we have what is called golden hour or golden hours. This is the optimal time to get that breast milk bond initiated. This is also going to help to stimulate the baby to mom's body response on how much milk to produce and how the baby is feeding. You're going to establish a good latch and make sure that your letdown of milk is in a steady flow as much as possible. And we'll talk more about those phases of breastfeeding when we get further along. So stage 2, baby is born, and then you go into golden hour or golden hours. So that's 1 to 4 hours after the baby has been born. Then we go into stage 3. Stage 3 is birthing the placenta. A lot of people might have you think, or a lot of movies might have you think that after the baby's born, all the work is done. But remember, you created a whole new life. So what else did you create? You created an organ that wasn't there before, the placenta. Your body no longer needs that. And if it stays in, it could actually do a lot of harm to you. Stage 3 is going to be birthing that placenta, getting it out. Now, it is normal for anywhere from 45 to 60 minutes after birth of baby for you to wait before the birth of the placenta. Sometimes it comes right out. Other times you have to wait. And if you're in a hospital setting or sometimes in a birthing center, you can have some assistance with that where they press on your abdomen to help you push. But again, your body is going to be prepared to also get this out because this is something that should not be staying in. Give it some time, bear down. Same movements and muscles that you're using to push out baby, you're going to be using to birth or push out your placenta. And then lastly, we have stage 4. We've gone through stages 1, 2, and 3. And the last stage, stage 4, these are the first few hours after you've birthed the placenta. This is where, after you've given birth to the placenta, especially if you're in a hospital, you'll be getting those check-ins where they're going to be pushing down on your stomach because they want to make sure that your cervix is now starting to do what it needs to do to contract, as well as your uterus. Make sure there's no excess bleeding or hemorrhaging, and that you have no adhesions or anything like that left over from the placenta. Another way that you can check this is by looking at the placenta to make sure that it's intact. And if you want to know more on that, let me know and I'll make a video of that. Those are the 4 stages. Now that we've gone over the 4 stages of labor, how can your doula assist you? And what is their role during each stage? Essentially, in stage 1, the doula's main focus is to support you. That's supporting you emotionally, mentally, and physically. And depending on the bond and type of doula that you got, they can also support you spiritually. And this is going to be making sure that you are staying encouraged. If you've worked on any affirmations, things like that, making sure that you are staying positive and intentional about the journey that you're about to go on, that you know that you can do it, and you and baby are a team. When you're in active labor, that's when certain things and movements that you've gone over with your doula can be helpful, like counter pressure, either from your doula or your partner, or a mixture of the two, or any other support people that you have available to you. This is a time for counter pressure and other movements to help continue to progress labor and help it to be as manageable as possible. When you get into the transitional labor phase, that's when things like hypno breathing can really come in handy. Again, with those affirmations, hypno breathing is going to help you focus on the breath and not the waves and ebbs and flows of those contractions, and help you to stay intentional about your defined success and your end goal, which is delivering safely and meeting baby and then being safe too. Now, once you get to stage 2, baby being born, your doula can help by checking on you, making sure that your wishes are being met. If you do have a partner in the room, while your partner is off seeing to baby, as you know, they are doing all the things for baby, your doula can be checking on you and supporting you and congratulating you. You did a wonderful job. You did amazing work, taking pictures for you and organizing that as well, and making sure that you get that golden hour time, skin to skin between mom and baby, and let that natural rooting process happen. What is rooting? That's when the baby, when you lay them on your chest, on your stomach, wherever they're near it, you want to have your skin open, breast exposed, so that baby can start to smell where the milk is coming from and locate the breast. And they'll start doing this rooting motion with their head and start inching their way there. And what is going to naturally take place is they're going to try to latch. This is the perfect time to make sure that you're establishing a good solid latch, to make sure that you are not experiencing any unnecessary discomfort and that baby is getting a full solid feed, and helping to establish your milk supply. And if your doula is a certified breastfeeding counselor as well, they can also assist you with some breastfeeding tips. Yes, that is something that I would be helping you do as a certified breastfeeding counselor. And then when you get to stage 3, the birthing of the placenta, and depending on your desired state of this, you could do a delayed clamping, you could do lotus birth. Lotus is when you're giving birth to the full placenta without separation of the cord from the baby. We can go in more detail on that in another video. What can your doula do to assist you in stage 3 when you're birthing the placenta? Again, that physical, emotional, and mental support, because you are going to be bearing down and pushing. Now, there are some instances where the placenta just comes out and all the doula needs to do is just be there and congratulating you and say, good job, mama. You did great. You're done. The reward is here. Hug that baby. Make sure that you know what you want to do with your placenta afterwards. There have been studies shown that there's some great benefits of keeping your placenta, either encapsulating it or ingesting it in other forms. But you want to make sure that there are no contraindications with your placenta once it comes out. It's all good and healthy. That's your organ. Do with it what you will. And it's giving some good nutrients to your baby while they were inside of you. And you can help, again, to further transfer that through your breast milk by ingesting it through capsules. Lastly, stage 4, that time after birthing your baby. Again, making sure that you are recovering, not doing too much heavy lifting or moving around, because again, you did just go through a very big experience. Give your body some time. Now that we've gone through the 4 stages of labor and how your doula can help you, I hope that helps you feel a little bit more prepared for what to expect on your journey. I hope to be able to support you through your journey. And until the next video, peace, love, and light. Stay intentional and stay prepared.